Okay, so we're going to talk about values, and this is within the meaning building block in the PERMA framework. Value clarification is a positive psychology intervention that will help increase awareness of the values that really drive your patient's life. That have an influence on their lifestyle decisions and actions. Values are behavioral standards and needs that support a person's life, purpose, and vision. So, in a way, values is something that we all have. We all have a certain way of behaving, a certain way of seeing the world, a certain way of certain standards that we live by. The idea of this exercise is to identify what those are. And values can be influenced by family, by individual experiences, by religion or culture, by community, and political leaders. Value clarification therapy aims to reduce the emotional distress and increase positive behaviors through reinforcement. Additionally, you can also use the value clarification to set goals that align with personal values, and more likely, people are more successful and more satisfied. I like to call it also the personal philosophy because once we go through this process, we will know what our personal philosophy is. So, what is your personal philosophy? And what you'll talk about with your patient is what values are important in your life, what makes your life worth living. You'll invite your patient to take some time to reflect on this week and to journal about it. So, the main thing you want to get across is just them thinking, what is important to me in my life and what drives my life, what gives me the energy. First of all, you'll invite them to, off the top of your head, what are the important things in your life? And you'll ask them to write that down. And you can even do this within your coaching session. So you might just explain to your patient that, on the piece of paper, they can at least write some list of words or phrases that they like or that speak to them. They can borrow lines from any other famous person that might resonate with them. They can even start to think about what role models they admire, who they admire, and why they admire those people. And what are they inspired by? So all of these things will bring to the piece of paper ideas, words, statements, phrases that really resonates with your patients. Next, you'll ask them to review the values checklist, and you have that. It's a downloadable Word document that you can offer your patients. So you'll ask them to look through the value checklist for ideas and for them to check the ones that they feel are important for them. And you'll ask them to go through the list several times until they are down to the core values. So let's say maybe 4 or 5 most important values in their life. So that's where you can start crafting your personal philosophy by writing down sentences that summon your values. To define your philosophy, it's something fluid and dynamic. So it should make sense for their life right now. It should be, if you will, a statement that is easy to express. Once you have your philosophy, and I do encourage that you do this before you propose this to a patient, you want to run your philosophy by other people that know you. They might just have some insight that maybe you haven't considered yet. And again, this is a statement that should really, really resonate with you. And you shouldn't have to explain it too much. It should be easy enough for you to say it. You can change your philosophy as much as you need because this only serves the purpose of empowering you or your patient. So, again, this is something that will summon the patient's values in a statement, in a phrase, in a sentence that when they read that, when they say that, they feel inspired, energized. They feel that. And I will share my personal philosophy. I went through this intervention myself. Mindfulness is a big part of my life. It has opened up my eyes to be present, to appreciate everything that is in front of me, to have a simple life. And that is what mindful life represents to me. Love is the reason I am here. I have a deep caring value of caring for my family, and I love them deeply, and they really are the reason I wake up every morning. And be happy, that's just part of who I am. I like to look on the positive side of things, and that makes me feel good, and that really resonates with me. So I didn't get to this personal philosophy in one day. It took me, I'd say, months to finesse this sentence, as simple as it may seem. So I invite you to do this intervention first before you invite someone else to do them.